Imagine sitting on the beach, game after game, feeling invisible, while your dream of making it big in the WNBA slips away. That was Lexie Hull's reality during her first 2 seasons with the Indiana Fever. But now, she's one of the team's biggest stars, and she's finally spilling the tea about how it all went down.
So look, you've been on the Fever for 3 years now, but this year, you go from a rebuilding team to now you guys are selling out arenas. You're a fan favorite. You're being recognized on the street. Like, what has this been like? Is this like the basketball equivalent of being on the Beatles?
I wish.
Hull didn't hold back as she shared what really happens behind the scenes with the Fever. My first 2 years were tough, she admitted. I kept working, but nothing seemed to click. I wasn't sure where I fit in. That all changed when Caitlin Clark entered the picture. The Fever's new superstar didn't just bring skills, she brought an energy that lit up the whole team. Caitlin's confidence is something else, Hull said with a smile. She makes you believe you can do things you didn't think were possible.
Like if her team's not winning in a scrimmage or a drill, like she's competitive and she's gonna do everything she can to win. And I think it just shows the type of player she is. Like if it's not working, she's gonna try to figure it out. And you definitely want her on your side.
Hull's stats weren't pretty at the start. As a rookie, she barely played, averaging just over 12 minutes per game. Her shooting, way off. Fans weren't talking about her, if they even knew she was there. It would have been easy for her to give up, but when Clark arrived, things shifted fast. Hull revealed that Caitlin wasn't just changing the team's performance on the court, she was changing the mindset in the locker room.
As a point guard and as someone that's delivering a lot of the passes that lead to shots, like if I miss, she's definitely going to say, like, you got the next one. Like I can count on her for keeping me like confident and positive. So yeah, I think that shows the player that she is and the leader she is as a point guard.
She was the kind of player who sees potential in everyone, Hull explained. If I missed a shot, she'd tell me, "You'll get the next one." And she really meant it. That kind of support changes everything. Hull described how Clark's energy pulled everyone together. Practices became more intense, and the team started clicking in ways they hadn't before. "We're all competitive," Hull said, but Caitlin takes it to another level. She makes you want to keep up with her, and that's exactly what we needed.
I remember the game that I had my most points ever in the second half of the season, and I felt like all of these people were supporting me this whole time, and I didn't know that they were supporting me until that moment. So you kind of forget that there's these people behind the scenes until they come out of the woodwork and say, I've been following along this whole time.
And it wasn't just words. Hull started showing up in a big way. Her minutes increased, her shooting improved, and fans took notice. "The crowd started chanting my name," she said. "It was surreal. A year ago, I wasn't even sure if I'd still be here. Now, people know who I am."
There was one practice, Christy turns on loud music because I can't remember where we were going, but we knew the arena was going to be loud. And so she turns on this loud music, and Caitlin screams, she's like, "Can someone turn it off? It's giving me a migraine." And everyone's like, what?
Hull also revealed a side of Clark that fans don't usually see. "She's a leader on and off the court," she shared. "If you're slacking, she'll let you know, but she's also the first to celebrate you when you're doing well. That balance makes her special."
Yeah, no, it definitely, it seems like there's just there's a standard that comes to playing with her, but there's also, it feels like she really, one thing that I don't think gets talked about a lot is it feels like she really imbues everybody with confidence as well. She just sort of has this way of thinking big.
The Fever's locker room isn't just a place for pep talks, though. Hull admitted there's plenty of tension, too. "We're all fighting for the same goal," she said. "Sometimes that means pushing each other, even if it gets uncomfortable. But that's what makes us better."
I don't think anyone can genuinely feel 100% safe, especially with the movement of the league. Every team you're on, your role can be so different. So to say that I have a defined role, my defined role this year is going to be different than my role next year. And then who knows, if I get traded or things are so up in the air.
One thing Hull couldn't stop talking about was how Clark helped her find her confidence. "I used to play scared," she admitted. "I was so worried about making mistakes that I'd freeze up. Caitlin helped me let go of that. She made me realize it's okay to mess up as long as you keep going."
Yeah, I think, she sees the game at a bigger scale, obviously with the platform that she's created for herself, and then that's transitioned to the game. It's huge. And I think, like, for me, especially as a point guard and as someone that's delivering a lot of the passes that lead to shots, like, if I miss, she's definitely going to say, like, you got the next one.
Fans saw that change right away. Hull went from barely playing to sinking shots from beyond the arc like it was nothing. Her three-point percentage soared, and she became a crowd favorite overnight. It's not just me, though, Hull insisted. Caitlin lifts everyone up. She makes the whole team better, and the fans feel it too. It's like she brought new life to Indiana basketball. The Fever's locker room sounds like it's buzzing with excitement and intensity. But one thing is clear, this team is going places, and Lexie Hull is ready to help lead the way.